Hi there, welcome to a quick tutorial on how to use your wearable panic button. The first panic button you see here is the fob style panic button. It's fairly simple. On the front, there's a large red activation button, and just below that is the indicator LED, which you'll see working in just a little bit. On the right side, there's a power button. On the bottom, there's a slot for you to thread the included lanyard. And finally, at the top, there's a charging port behind a waterproof flap. Your button has low battery if the LED is flashing red. Here's what you need to do. Grab the USB cable that's included in the box. There's a larger USB-A plug that you plug into your computer or wall adapter, and a small USB plug that will go ahead and plug into the button for charging. Make sure to open the waterproof flap and firmly plug in the cable. Pull the plug out when you're finished charging and be sure to firmly close the waterproof flap. You should feel it click into place. This will ensure your button stays waterproof. We recommend charging your button at least once a week. Here's how you turn on your button. Remember that gray power button on the side from earlier? Push and hold this button for 5 seconds. You'll know your button is on when you see the LED shine solid blue, followed by solid green. This means that it's on and connected. You should always leave your button powered on at all times, but if asked to do so by an admin or supervisor, you can turn your button off by holding the gray button on the side for 5 seconds. The LED will blink red 3 times to indicate that the button is turning off. You can ensure your button is powered on by briefly clicking the side power button once. The LED will blink white twice to indicate that your button is powered on. Lastly, let's learn how to activate an emergency with your button. Press the large red button rapidly 3 times. The LED will begin flashing green, and the button will vibrate intermittently. This will continue until you cancel the emergency. Press and hold the red button for 5 seconds to cancel the emergency. You'll know that you've successfully canceled the emergency when your button stops flashing and vibrating. The second button you see here is the badge style panic button. It's also fairly simple. Let's start with the front. At the top, there's a place to thread your included lanyard. On the right, there's a magnetic charging connector. Finally, right in the center, there's a large red activation button. Flipping the button over, you can see the power button and ID card holder. At the top and bottom are guides that will hold your ID card in place. You can slide your ID in from either side. Bear in mind that the power button will be hidden behind your ID after it's in place. Here's how you turn your button on. Push and hold the power button for 5 seconds. You'll know that your button is on when you see the green LED shine solid for a few seconds. It may be a little hard to see in the video for this particular button, but it's there. You can check to see if your button is on by pressing the power button once. The green LED will blink twice if it's on. You should always leave your button powered on at all times, but if asked to do so by an admin or supervisor, you can turn your button off by holding the red activation button and the power button on the back for 5 seconds. The green LED will blink 3 times to indicate that the button is turning off. Your button has low battery if the LED is flashing green every 10 seconds. Here's what you need to do. Remember that the badge style button has a special magnetic charging connector. Grab the USB cable that's included in the box. There's a larger USB plug that you will plug into your computer or wall adapter, and a smaller magnetic end that will go ahead and attach to the button for charging. All you have to do is position the magnetic end of the cable near the charging connector on the button and it will snap right into place. Tug firmly on the cable to disconnect it. Don't worry about attaching the cable incorrectly. The magnets will prevent you from getting it wrong. Okay, one more time. Lastly, let's learn how to activate an emergency with your button. Press the red button rapidly 3 times. There is a red and blue LED that will begin flashing and the button will vibrate intermittently. This will continue until you cancel the emergency. Press and hold the red button for 5 seconds to cancel the emergency. You'll know that you have successfully canceled the emergency when your button stops flashing and vibrating. Well, that's it. You're ready to use your new panic button.